Hi, Tanya with Adventures for Connection. This is day 4 of religion versus spirituality. And today we're talking about practices. So, in spirituality, one is more working on self and may have a practice of, say, meditation in the morning, maybe a little bit of a gratitude list. They may burn a candle and candle gaze. That's a form of meditation. There's many, many ways of doing this, and it's more of a personal, unique experience with self and being connected, body, mind, and spirit. And you do eventually find a soul tribe, so to speak, or a soul family, whatever you choose to call it. But quite often, it can be a very bit more of a lonely path, as we've spoken about before. And so each individual is going to have a different type of path that works and benefits them, and that is part of the spirituality process. Whereas with the religion, it tends to be they all gather together in a common space and somebody is guiding them, and there's specific practices you are expected to do. For example, prayer, confessing your sins, um, expected to behave a certain way within that construct. Okay, so it's looking outside of yourself, whereas spirituality is looking within. So what can you find within yourself? You know, look at it this way. When nothing else is working and you're frustrated with your life, what is the common denominator? What are you doing when you're creating your reality? What practices and habits do you have that are holding you back from living your best life? Because we have to take responsibility. And there's no judgment either way. If you're more spiritual, you're more religious, I have no judgment. And I don't believe there should be judgment on anything because we're all having a very individual experience here. And there's no right or wrong. It's just an experience. But at some point, you tend to hit a wall where this is no longer working for me. And when you realize you're the common denominator, what can I do to shift my reality? It all starts from here, from within, from the heart, and retraining that brain, retraining your subconscious to create new practices and new habits. And remember, it takes that 21 days. I like to say 28 to be safe, right? To create a new habit. And it's those little increments every day of new practices, new ways of showing up, new ways of responding that really bring you to that trajectory of a new way of being and a new way of, I call it magnetizing, magnetizing what you want to you versus actively out there chasing it, trying to make it happen. Right. So those practices you do each day are really integral. And if you tend to be one that wants to pray, and absolutely, if you tend to be one that is in a church and you love it and it's really community for you, awesome. So there's no right or wrong way, just giving you different perspectives. Yeah. And I'm really truly wishing you a beautiful day. And remember to like the video, and I'd like to hear your comments below. Without your comments and feedback, that gives me a direction where to go and take next videos. What would you like to hear about from me? And don't forget that we have monthly free healings once a month. So if you go to adventuresforconnection.com, you can find it there. There's a calendar with everything in it, including local meditations, microdosing journeys, and we got some new things on the plate coming up. Also, for the month of March, we have 2 for 1. So if you're interested, you can book Enealogy with Norma, which I'll repeat again, as I said in the last video, is that combination of numerology, astrology, and Enneagram. I think that's right. To have a look at the whole picture of you, and it's like a blueprint for you, for your soul when you came into this plane, so that you can operate in a different way. And then I work on the personal guidance, meditation, channeling. What do you need to hear right now to make you feel better, and to give you the tools that you can implement every day, those practices. So have a beautiful day, everybody. I'm grateful